We'll wait for some more people to join in till my guest. I think my guest is already here. Today the live is going to be very interesting for those of you who don't know me. Hello Shivatmaj. Just I'll bring you on stage in a minute. I'm just waiting for some more people to join in. How are you doing? Hello Ishika, welcome to the live. I'm live after a long time, and I promise this live is going to be very interesting and a different one from the others which I was doing. Hi Sarita, thank you for joining in. I'll just tell you about what the live is all about. Previously, I used to come live with a lot of life coaches to tell you about how you should you should live your life ahead. But this life is going to be different because here I'm going to discuss a lot about how in life of engineers have been and how we can improve. If you want to use the same skills and just upskill and using all the knowledge from the college curriculum, and still if you want to earn from that side hustle, you can do all of that. And the biggest example is my guest today. I'm just bringing him up on the stage right now, and by the time I have sent him an invite, he is a college student, a final engineer's computer science student.
Apart from that, okay, you're already there. Hello, Shiva. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Tanas. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining in. And you are like so quick, so on time. I thought I'll first introduce you. So, can I take a moment to just introduce you? And I know I would not do justice. So, again, I'll ask you to tell in brief about you. So, may I go ahead?
Yeah. So I'm a freelancer and I am just like an engineer like Tanas, and I am an from pandemic I am a freelancer, and I've been doing a lot of things which includes podcasting, uh, making content for YouTube, and like just exploring different paths and just
I think you
finding
are
out
not
what.
doing justice. Let me tell people in depth. So Shiva here, like he is studying full time and in college doing all the assignments and being a CS student, he is a techie guy. He knows all the softwares. And with all of that, he has also explored Fiverr.com, Upgrad, and worked with 200 plus brands as a freelancer. He's also a content writer. He's also an author who has authored 2 books which has sold more than 100 copies. And in this past 1 year, he has just upskilled and learned a lot of skills, I think, including public speaking. And he's also a host of the Keep Me Inspired podcast. And I think this has taken 1 year already, where he interviews a lot of inspiring guests and shares their story and just learns from there. And then he implements in his life. And now he's a YouTuber. He's also a musician. And his life is very interesting, and I know him from an year, and I am so much inspired by you, Shiva, that I was taking long time to come live with you, but I wanted to understand how you do things. And first question to you is, how do you manage all those stuff together?
So this is one common question that most of my friends also ask that so when I just started so lucky for me, like during engineering I didn't do any of these things, and I was a nerdy guy. Like I was when I was just introduced to engineering, it was very hard for me because I belong to a biology background.
Okay.
So from there, I did some certification courses in C programming, which is my like college thing, and from there I started learning coding.
Wow.
So from there, like I was a bit adjusted to engineering, but still I wanted to like score high marks, get placed in some great companies, just like what most people
Normal.
want. Yeah, what most people want to do. And thanks to this COVID, like apart from that bad part of people dying, I think COVID just opened my eyes. I'm
Yeah.
sure that it helped a lot of people, but yeah, even for
You
me, like
see
it
me,
helped a lot.
you see me, I have been going through your content, and I feel like when a 24, 21-year-old guy can do it, why not? What are we doing? Like I'm in this industry for 5 years, and I can say I've learned a lot from your content, and I have understood like yes, there are a lot of other skills in the apart from the curriculum, because Indian education is following the old curriculum and there is a lot more skills to be added. So you are doing a good thing by learning, and just tell us like how is it helping you. So first thing, like you were saying, sorry for interrupting, but I'm very curious to know about your pre-COVID and post-COVID life of being an engineer.
So pre-COVID, like I was completely into like doing assignments and enjoying with my friends and just taking part in all the activities that my college was providing me. I was totally into that because I had nothing else to do. But I always wanted to like I was inspired by Sandeep Maheshwari. I think most of the people here know him already.
Yeah.
So like him, like I wanted to do something that I am passionate about, like speaking to people like you are doing right now. And but my background stopped me from that. Like
Hmm.
actually, it didn't stop me, but the societal condition is like that. If you are a CS engineer, you have to do CS job.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's like our background describes our future. It's like that.
Exactly.
So when I had that mentality and I thought that it's not possible, but still somewhere I wanted to like be a public speaker and like a life coach like you, something different which I always wanted to do. But pre-COVID, like it was not possible for me. At least my mindset didn't allow me.
Hmm.
But after COVID, now I have no option. Now I can't lie myself that I don't have time. Like
Exactly.
all this has vanished. So now I have no other choice except from like doing what I'm passionate about.
So one thing while talking to you in these many days, one thing I felt like you are doing all of this, like college apart from this many things, but still you self out yourself, and I'm sure like many people out there looking at you might be inspired. So tell us your daily routine. Like college is like 9 to 8 hours of college, and how do you manage? And you are a content writer. It takes a lot of thinking and creativity. So apart from that, you record podcasts also. What is your schedule so that people here can understand from you, learn from you, and if they want to build a side hustle slowly, it will help them.
So right now I am using an Excel sheet where I write down timing from every 1 hour. Like I will divide my whole day into what exact task that I will do to
Hmm.
achieve the goal of the which all the month will get added to like goal of the year. So I have divided my goals such a way, and
Wow.
my everyday routine, like before college, like when college was there and like COVID situation was not there,
Hmm.
that time like I was not doing all these things, and after COVID I started doing these things. So I think from October 1st, like our regular college will start, and that will be a great challenge for me, like how to manage these things. So what I thought is like after college, like I will like schedule my task and delegate some things which I am not good at, and will work till 11 o'clock and then repeat. So
Wow.
that's how I thought to manage my things. And
I'm sure like till now that you have managed, and since you are trying to help people and your YouTube content is like helping a lot, and when I see your page, it is like solutions for so many problems out there for people, not only college students and not uh, only freelancers, but people like me, people like other people who are not from this background also would learn planning from you. And your content helps in the mindset also, and that's the main thing which I love. Like you have been working on your mindset, and you have understood like how I can plan my day. So this is, I think, common in both of us right now. Like I'm also doing the same. Because I also like work 9 to 5, as you know. So I also am juggling between so many things. I'm sure like, and you are working too hard. So like next question to me would be, what fuels you, and is this what is your long term plan? Will you go ahead after your engineering? What should you do? Like will you go ahead with 9 to 5 job plus doing this thing, or completely moving into personal development and using these skills in a different forum?
so I didn't have the guts before COVID to like make this decision for myself. So by default, like I was programmed to get a job and do something which is related to my background, which is tech,
Hmm.
computer science. But right now I am not in such mindset. I am a total. I will totally work on my self development, and I will only do the things that I am passionate about or I like doing. It can be like speaking, just like Raj Shamani is doing
Wow.
something like
I love him,
that.
man.
Yeah, even I love him. I just now like before like entering here, I just saw his one of the quote which I would like to say over here
Sure,
that
please do it.
like whether he is destined to be great or not, that he don't know it seems, but he will make sure that he will not compromise anything from his end to make it big.
Hard work.
Yeah, and I think in the end we only regret the chances we didn't take, and that's why I'm always open to learning, and I don't want my background to stop me from achieving anything I want. So in the long term, I will be a freelancer,
Mm-hmm.
and I will be also like working besides my mentor in their company because I really admired them. So
Lovely. Like your plan is set. I mean, personal development mein jana hai, and then you want to work with the mentors also. That's a good thing. So just tell us, can you share, if it is okay, can you share with us like what kind of courses you have done or what kind of skills you have uh, gathered?
So yeah, that's a great question because it opens a big memory of my past, like
Yes,
last
do
year.
it.
So last year when like COVID just hit and like there was entire lockdown in India. So that time I wanted to like add something to my portfolio. Like
Hmm.
when all are like enjoying or all are stressed, what I did was I did some internships in some tech companies. Like
Okay.
it was something kind of certification kind of internship. There was nothing much to learn about it, but
Hmm.
just for the sake of certificate, I did two internships so that when lockdown will open, I can say in college that I did two internships.
How did it serve you now? Like, did it help you getting not only that college wala thing, but did it help you to grow your current thing, your portfolio and your online business is what you're doing? Did it help?
So actually, it didn't help a lot because it was some deeper kind of computer science, which is machine
Okay.
learning and Java.
Hmm.
But like I am not that much interested into that, but still I wanted to build my portfolio. That's why I did that. But
Okay.
after that, college didn't open because the COVID extended till December. Not December, even next year it extended.
Yeah.
So then I accidentally stumbled on some advertisement which normally runs on social media, like Praveen Vadalkar's public speaking course or
Yeah.
Vijay Gautam's this
Podcasting course.
podcasting course.
Yeah.
So I accidentally like stumbled on this, and by the time I was making some money from freelancing, so I used this money to join these courses. From there, one course to another course to another course to even today, like I am buying courses because it helped me a lot to be a better person.
I would want to quote something here from your life. As you said, one course to another course, still learning. That is a very good thing. And unless and until you are learning, you cannot give it out. Like you will be stagnant if you don't learn. And I would want to correct you here that when you said it did not help me much, I'm sure the computer science, the Java and whatever certifications, even I used to think that whatever I have learned maybe it is not helping, but when after 5 years I'm using lot of things from my engineering, like even if I have done a small certification of email etiquette, that helps me now, that has improved my communication skills. So do not take any learning or any skill as a waste of time, because you never know where it will help you. So please go
Yeah,
ahead. Yeah.
by doing those things, I realized like what I want to do.
That's amazing. And when did this happen that you felt like you should be an author and you should author two books? And now that I see that you have a course also on, how to author a book, right?
Yeah, on graphic.
Wow, wow. So, sorry, when did it come to you? Like, let me write a book and let me get published.
So during like July, when lockdown started, that time, like I had a habit of journaling that even I do today. So whenever like I am stressed or something, I just write it down, or it is also called as brain dumping. Or I have a habit of journaling, so I thought, why not convert this journal into a book?
Wow.
So
So,
I was also like exploring on online, like how authors get their book published, and there were so many rumors that uh, you need a good publishing house, your book will be rejected, like Harry Potter's.
that's,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah. So her book was rejected. So even my college friends started asking me how many times your book was rejected and how was it approved.
So it's all the mindset, like the old conditioning which is there in your head. If you stop yourself thinking about that, then you cannot take a step ahead. So this is what you did. You broke all that myth and you just tried ahead. You did not stop trying.
Yeah. So then I discovered about like Amazon self-publishing, and I think that helped me to self-publish my book.
Amazing, man, amazing. I'm really inspired. Like I had this plan that when I complete my so and so episode of podcast, I will be jotting down all my learning, because obviously, like I do not put out the complete episode. I edit it. So whatever is my real learning, I wanted to just write it as a book. So definitely, I'm going to use this idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And yeah, then so when I think one of my best courses that I ever took was, I think, Vijay sir's podcasting course. Not because it taught me podcasting, but
Hmm.
also it allowed me to like remove that mindset. Like we normal people think that it's not possible to speak to some great, highly influential people,
Yes.
but even they are normal people.
How many people, like, tell me some out of the box people have you interviewed? If you can name, because I remember you have
Okay.
interviewed some foreigners also, like high profile people also. So tell
So
us.
I think I would just like to name one person. Her name is Carissa Lintau,
Okay.
and uh, like I never expected her to say yes, but I liked her content, and I just this mailed her whether she would like to be on my podcast, and she accepted it.
She is a TEDx speaker also, if I believe I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
right?
like she is the CEO of one company called as Aptiv in USA.
So how was your experience? Did you feel like they're normal people or hype? Like how was your experience?
What I realized is most of the normal people might have ego, but not these people. These people are in their that stage just because of their humbleness and down to earth nature.
I completely agree. Like the more you grow, the more like it only boils down to the humbleness, and being humble only takes you forward. So I'm really inspired. Like the way you're growing. I mean, sure, it will not take much time to for you to reach that level. Hello, everybody. Like I would like some time to welcome everybody. I have just been so much dwelled into the conversation. I just forgot to say a hello and warm welcome to all of you. I'm live after a long time, and you are enjoying our conversation with me and Shivatmaz. And he is like an amazing person. And I would like to now for you to share us some tools and some different things, like which maybe you would have built, or any tools you have liked and loved and you are using.
So one of the tool that is helped me, like initially for designing, I used to have a tool, Photoshop, which was it has some learning curve and it's not for everyone. Then I switched it to Canva, and I think it helped me a lot. So Canva is the one go-to tool which I think most people should use for when it comes to graphic designing. So
Hmm.
apart from that, right now to organize my life, I am started using Notion. I think even that is a free platform that everyone can use.
Notion, like what is the tool
Yeah.
about?
Notion.so. I think this tool is a great storage place for everything.
Oh,
It is
like you can
a yeah,
dump anything.
notepad,
Okay.
dump anything. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. And some more, name some more, because I don't know about audience. I really want to help audience, but first thing first, I want to learn from you.
So apart from that, I think there is one more new platform which not many Indians know about, which is called as Sochcast. So
Okay.
normally we podcaster publish on Anchor.
Anchor.
Yeah. So I think Sochcast is one not recognized platform in India.
Okay.
This platform basically edits your podcast, will publish it on your. You just have to record and send them the audio clips, and they will do everything from editing to publishing to everything.
How did you, I mean, how did the tool know that where exactly it should chop off the audio or then stitch the audio? How that would happen?
You can discuss with the team. They will personally contact you.
Wow, I mean, you have made my life easy. I used to spend an hour or so in editing the podcast, and because I was not getting time, I was so busy in searching for a new job. Job hunt takes time. So because of that, I have taken a pause from my podcast, and now I think I'm gonna use this tool. Yeah, I should have done this conversation with you like long back. I think so.
Yeah, I think it would. You can just focus on podcast and not on editing and anything else, and it's completely free. I forgot
What
to
all
tell
you,
that.
thank you so much. What all you outsource? Like, I'm sure you must not be now. By now that you're earning, you might not be doing all the stuff together. Or even though I'm sure like you might have started building a team. So what all other things, like you told that podcasting, you have found this tool. So do you find tools to make your work easy, or do you outsource also?
I used to outsource a lot, but right now I'm also using tools which. So when you said this, I just wanted to mention, like not many people will know about this.
Hmm.
So right now I think many people use SaaS, which is called as software as a service.
Yes.
So to simplify this to everyone, if like I think Canva is a great example for this.
Yeah.
Canva is a graphic designing tool which will help you to make your graphics easier.
Hmm.
So it is a platform which charges on subscription. It can be monthly or yearly.
Correct.
Similarly, when some new platform is like getting launched, its CEO will offer lifetime deals for that software. So let's
Okay.
say you will pay $100
Hmm.
and you can use their premium tool for life forever.
Wow. So have you already started using?
So recently, like I started purchasing such deals, and I think next when I will start posting content, everyone
I'll
will
get
like
to know.
notice, yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'm sure, I'm sure. So what are the things you are doing using Canva? Can you name some? I think people would love to know. I see people from the same niche also, like they can use Canva.
so from Canva, like I basically did many things. It can be like podcast cover, it can be invitation card, it can be book cover, it can be like any Instagram post,
YouTube
LinkedIn post.
thumbnails, anything, anything.
Uh, Yeah, for YouTube thumbnail, like I watch some tutorial and make it on like Adobe Photoshop because it needs some advanced editing sometimes. But
Right.
sometimes I just crop a photo and you make use of Canva and post it.
Also, I noticed that in Canva we have some section called as PPT, and it can be also used as office use, because there is an option where you can also create a, hi Sona, you can also create your resume. So like it is a versatile tool where not only people who are building their business online, but also people, normal people who would want to just work on MS Office. That is a one go-to tool, I think so.
Yeah, that's one go-to tool. But I think I am about to switch to some lifetime deals.
Do let me know.
Yeah, I think that software name is Ofio.
Okay.
I think it's still available on lifetime deal, which is of $98, I guess.
I will
So
surely check it out. And yeah, I also wanted to discuss on your webinar. You were going to come up with a webinar, right? Maybe tomorrow you were going to come up with a webinar on a hot topic like how to build a side hustle. So can you just, if I'm wrong, please correct me and just give a brief about what is it that people will learn from your webinar.
So I was attending a session by Varun Agarwal. Like he is an entrepreneur and he is teaching people how to start your workshop side hustle.
Okay.
So I learned from him and I noticed all the mistakes that I was about to do tomorrow. and that's why I wanted to prevent all of that, and I postponed my webinar to few days forward.
Good for
So
people, but like you got into that greed of making it more better and then only launching.
yeah. So like I want to provide more value. I noticed that I was about to do so many mistakes at one shot. So
What
I think
is
I
the
could.
one thing in that webinar? Like topic, can you name the topic or anything like
So
that?
the webinar is about like how to get started with Fiverr and make your first $100.
Okay. So that is Fiverr is where anybody can register, and if they have any skills like content writing or even artwork creation, or as far as I know, I'm just asking you, or if someone wants to start with cover art or similar, like this is a similar tool, right?
Yeah, like it is basically a freelancing platform where
Hmm.
sellers can sell their services and buyers can outsource their buying requirements.
Wow. So like all these days, I used to think like in the college itself, like I used to create lot of fancy cards and like short videos for people on the birthdays and cover arts. I have never thought of like monetizing it. So if I had this knowledge that time, I would have worked on those arts and showed my creativity and registered myself on Fiverr, and I'm sure I would have earned a lot of money.
You earned $100+, and also just now you said that you make videos for birthdays. If you do videos for someone else's birthday,
Yeah.
and you can easily sell it for $5.
Wow. I mean, we must, now I'm feeling like how dumb I was in college. I was only focusing on studies, 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 and getting that marks and getting like, when I'll get the job. So that time I will start something. So I think that mentality shift has to happen now is the time, because in the COVID, due to the COVID, people have got a lot of leisure time, and the time is getting saved from traveling and etc. So like all of the college students and people can, make use of whatever skills to start with. So I used to never think that it can be a skill. Now I'm feeling like every small, talent like which I or you would be feeling like, hey, it's normal hai. That is actually your skill, and you can really monetize.
So I don't think like that was your mistake. Like we are normally conditioned in that way, and doing something against the crowd is not something we are comfortable at. That's why we
Right.
prefer
Staying in the
following the
comfort. Yeah.
comfort zone. So, when it comes to me, even I was like that until one of my podcast guests changed my life in a fraction of second. So he said one point which I still remember. His name is Afi Kingdom.
Okay.
He's like I'm following him, and so this guy came to my podcast. He spoke about a lot of things, but one thing he told me about like doing something you love and getting paid for it is that is something inspiring for him.
Oh.
So that moment something like triggered in my mind, and I completely changed my mind that I till then like I was thinking about doing all this thing in the side and getting into a job, and from job I can earn money, from this I can earn happiness. So right now I'm focusing on earning happiness and money from the same thing.
Wow. I mean, that is something I have also understood in this past 1 year now, that you need to love what you do. Then only, like, even if you are getting that money after a long time, like we say that when I'll reach to that level of money, I'll be happy. But if you see, we change the job, we change the place, but we are not internally happy. That's why because we're not doing exactly what we love. And everybody has some talents. And what is your one suggestion? Like if somebody is like me, or like people who are already doing some job or something, what should they do that they discover their, passion or really what they love, and how they can take it forward from there?
So what I think for everyone who are like a bit skeptical of side hustle or something like that, even both the things are hard. Like if you do something which you don't like for the rest of your life, that path is like very hard. And if I compare it to me, like in our engineering, like even you are aware about aptitude, right?
Yeah,
So that is
totally.
something I perfectly hate, but still like I have to do it, and I used to like judge myself that I'm not good at it. I used to score like below 10 or something, and out of 100 or 200, something like that.
Okay.
So others at
Hard
least
time.
scored, yeah, at least above 50 or below 50, but I was around 0 to 10. So that time I thought I was good for nothing, and
Your
it's very
self-talk.
hard
Yeah.
to be somewhere which you don't like. Even this path which I am right now at, even
Hmm.
this is hard. So we have to choose our hard.
Exactly. Like I mean, this is the my aha moment. If I say you have to choose which is the hard you want. Like both are difficult. Like if you see now, you are managing college and all that stuff. You are doing a lot of things, being a freelancer, podcasting and writing, and you are also an author and doing all that stuff together. It is hard, of course. But which hard you want to choose? Do you want to crib by staying in a place you never wanted to be, or do you want to stay happy by grinding yourself here?
Yeah,
That
like
was a
in the end,
jumpy
we
point.
will definitely regret the chances we didn't take. And I really
Can I see that
like,
again, please?
yeah, I really like that quote a lot.
In the memory, regret the
Uh,
chance that didn't.
in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take.
Oh, wow. I mean, okay, now I'm very much inspired with this, and I'm sure like keeping this, booklets or quotes in front of us, does it act as a vision board or something? Because I see in your background you have a book called You Can Coach, you have lots of books. So, do you believe that environment helps a lot in your brain conditioning? And if you keep reading these quotes, you even if you forget, like maybe today if you don't wanted to come live or you don't want to do certain task and you are tired, and just seeing this post again, it gives you a click, nature, oh, let me do it. Does that happen?
Yeah, it happens all the time for me, and that's why I I invested some money in getting it pasted in most of the places where my eyes goes. And I think this kind of investment is worth it because you should be reminded something again and again because
Exactly. The
this will
brain
help you.
sees. Yeah. So, as I told you, vision board, I would like to interrupt here and tell you, like, do you know about vision board? I
So,
think
like, are you talking about mind map?
kind of mind map, but what happens when you keep it in your laptop? Like we all create mind maps for our tasks and so on. Like everything is in the system. Your calendar is in the system. But at a point, what happens if it is not in front of you and if you don't see it daily? It takes effort to go on, switch on a system and see that wallpaper or like see that in the notepad also I write a lot of tasks. But I saw a shift when I started, sticking it in front of me or making the environment help me. For example, if I want to read a book, I used to like forget it. But if you keep it beside your table or if you are sticking notes, as you said, so that helps. So I think that you're already using it as a vision board, but just the thing is the term is new for you. But your background looks like you know it all and it is very supportive. I think that is
So,
also one
like,
reason.
uh, so I have something called as goal card, personal goal card, which
Wow,
was
man.
suggested for me by this guy, Siddharth Rajshekar.
Okay.
So in this, like I have to write exactly my goal by dash dash. I earn this much per month consistently on total autopilot, doing what I love, helping millions of people live a happy and prosperous lifestyle. So like we have to clearly written down our mission statement for the year, and we can carry it anywhere we go.
Anytime, anywhere.
Yeah. So
So
I
do you
use
read
this
it
as my.
daily?
I don't read it, but I just see it once every day.
Okay, okay. So that is getting imprinted in your subconscious is what I have learned so far. That when you keep seeing the same thing daily, that's how your conditioning, your past condition changes. And as you said, you need to write down your goals. Can you tell us some benefits, like how it has helped? Like previously, were you writing your goals when you were a normal, like in your college and not getting time to do all stuff? And now, what is the effect? Like how good you are in taking actions or reaching that 10 on 10 per day with respect to your task?
So I think before this, like I was not writing everything down, but
Hmm.
still I had some form of practice like journaling, where I used to write about everything good, bad happens in that day. But right now, I have divided my journal in form of my goal of the year and goal of the month, and one section for gratitude
Wow.
and one section for brain dump. So I did so many section in my journal, and
Journaling.
I think because of this, my thought has become more clear. So I think one most common problem people face is, what is my purpose? So what I exactly have to do? So this journal is helping me a lot. So I think there is to find your purpose, you have to put your hands in many things and do the things that you don't like to find out the things that you like.
Exactly. I mean, now I understand this point. Unless and until you try something and put your hands in so many things, you will not know whether that thing is there for me. Like, we are scared to take actions or try new things because we are scared कि if we fail तो क्या होगा. So now you very rightly said that if we don't try out our hands in many things, we'll not know whether that is good or whether that is not working out.
So one thing like I am happy that about me is that I'm not that much worried about like failure. I am all that matters to me is progress. So either I'm learning something from it, or either I'm getting some great opportunity because of the great decision I took. So it is
Wow.
either of two. There is nothing called as like failure.
That's amazing point. And with this, I would want to bring in one question that just popped out. Like you are doing a lot of things and you are growing, but your friend circle might not everyone not be doing the same thing. So have you faced anything where people say that you are not studying or any negative comments? How do you take this comment and how do you take it as a constructive feedback or do you just ignore it and have you faced such situation?
So right now my friend circle has reduced drastically from COVID, and
Hmm.
I think there are very selective people whom I can share about these things because they know that I will do something in my life. Even I am not sure, even they are not sure, but they know that if I am able to do these many things, I will do something in my life. So I only share my things with such people, and yeah, I get so basically to create some critics for me. Like I was not getting that much critics
Hmm.
directly,
Hmm.
so I started another YouTube channel, which is still existing.
Hmm.
Like one channel is mine, which is for my personal branding, goes by my name. But there is another channel which was called as Hip Crocs. But right
Hmm.
now I renamed
You've
it to
taken a
something
pause.
else.
Okay.
Yeah, and I taken a pause. So there I followed some trends in the society, what people might like, and what kind of videos get lakhs of views. I
So
did
you
for that.
experimented.
I experimented, and there I showed my different angle. Like I have a kind of perception where I am a good person, I am a kind person, so
Hmm.
I am a passionate person. But that side, I showed my different version. So even today, that channel gets lot of hate comments. So
Okay.
that's a great place for me to visit, and whenever I feel bit arrogant or something, I go there and see, and it will like make me humble again.
Oh, I mean, like you have kept your logics clear. I mean, you don't bother like every time you need not visit that YouTube channel, but whenever you want to, uh, your maybe ego pops up when you are growing. So you are going there, watching at the hate comments and just pulling it back. Hey, chalo, theek hai. This is my ground reality. I
Not
need to work on more.
uh, I think that's a great channel to make me realize that uh, how was I before and how I am right now, to see that difference and what kind of things I would do to get something, and today where I am. For that
Wow.
sake, I created that channel, and I want others to as well see that I didn't found my passion directly. I tried all the things, so that channel is a great reminder for that, and I will keep it live forever, even though I might
Please
get
do.
hate.
It's okay, no? I mean, that's how the balance works. It's not like only you will get likes, likes, like you need to get some haters also. That will be indirect fuel to you. Like, okay, people are saying it's good, it is fueling me. Even I take the negative comments like that only. I'm more happy now if somebody talks behind me or in front of me. about my passion or anything, I take it so constructively, and I feel like, okay, this is something like it is fueling me. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. Otherwise, I would have parked my work for a while. So it really helps also.
So I just want to make another point over here that
Yeah.
people might say me that I am getting lucky in many places.
Mm.
Like some great guest accepted my invite to join me, or I made some great money in my freelancing, or I got some great opportunity by chance. So to get those chances, you should be in that position. Like if you are not closer to that, like if you are not freelancing, you might never get $1,000 project just by
Exactly.
thinking that if I get $1,000 project, then I will start freelancing. That will never happen. But if you freelance, you might accidentally get $1,000 project, which happened with
Absolutely
me.
agree. And I'm sure, like in Vijay sir's course, I remember like we have to give us lot of follow emails to our guests. It's not like in one go everybody will say, okay, I'll come to your podcast channel, because we are starting new. That time there is no credibility. There nobody knows you. So that time also it's not like you got it by chance. You are taking it very lightly and you are saying it very lightly, but I'm sure you would have given that many formats of mail follow-ups which you were taught in the course. I'm sure that has also worked, and your efforts also, like following up and just working very hard. So it's like people who think that success or this thing comes by chance. It's not always by chance. It's like all the effort you put in.
Yeah, it's totally true. And in my case, like I was very much fearful about this Instagram live. I
Uh,
never did it.
this is your first life?
No, no, this is I think my second or third live, because
Okay.
there is one more guy called as Tanmay Tarte.
Hmm.
He accidentally forced me to be on his live, and from there, my fear of going live vanished. So I think there
Amazing.
are some steps that you should take in order to like taste success.
To come out of that comfort zone, and mostly when we are engineers, we are told that you have to study this many things. You have to, the curriculum is like not the real, I mean, the real engineering is not done properly. We are just given formulas, learn, go ahead, vomit in the paper, and you get marks, and based on that marks you are like your if you're not getting marks, teachers tell you like, oh, you are good for nothing, and then they force you, and everybody in the house also forces you to get that much good marks, because if you get good marks only you can get placed. So that is only one roadmap is shown to us. So I think because of that also, like we are not we are scared to come out of the comfort zone and try different things. So slowly, like youth like
So
you are removing this and creating this impact.
yeah, and I think there I also want to make another point that if you are not able to like convey your parents to follow your passion, or I think it's you can give it a shot and do it in the side along with, even if you are not sure of how to monetize it, which
Hmm.
is in my case, I was not sure of how to monetize these things. Like, is freelancing a secure job or something? I was not sure of anything, but still I did it in the
Hmm.
side. And eventually, when I am in this field, now I am clear that even this has high potential, even more potential than regular jobs. So you will never know what something has to offer until you completely dive into that. So you can do the things in the side and then continue your education. It can, in my case, it's engineering, and then you can show some earnings, some results to your family.
Parents.
Yeah, even if I did this in the side, I'm able to do this. And what if I will do this full time? I will do 10x
Double
more
not.
than this.
Yeah.
You
So
have to prove them instead of just telling them in words.
So one question, like, did you fight with them? Did you say them that I will do this and let me do, or was it a big struggle, or you kept on doing it, doing it silently, and then the results started showing up, and then they were not knowing, you were like hiding and doing for some months. Was it so, or they were knowing from the beginning, and still like what support you got from your parents, or what happened?
So like all they wanted me to do is if I am following my like college things, I am allowed to do anything in the side. It was that for me.
Okay, means you're given that option that you have
Yeah,
to get educated. Apart from that, you can do anything. So that's at least, I
yeah.
think, if kids are getting this option by parents, it's well and good for a start, because parents are now only understanding that learning a skill can also help. So it will, I think, take some more time, and like after our generation, people will know that not only like a full-time job, like money is everywhere. It's just how good you are at something.
Yeah, and I think like people are ready to invest more and more money on this traditional education system, but we are not ready to put money online on courses, ebooks, those things. I think
Yeah.
this was some of the best decision of my life, like investing in courses, mastermind groups.
What is
So by
mastermind group?
so mastermind is basically where your mentor will visit once in a week and give some of his knowledge forever.
Wow. 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 And do you also are you also active on groups like when we enroll for some courses, we are given we are divided into course, like it happens for me, like we used to meet, now we are just taking a pause. We used to meet once in a week and we discuss where are we, like, because we have done that course, it's not just a course that you just leave it as a theory. So where are you at? Are you implementing or not? Are you also a part of such kind of mastermind?
So I am in a part of many such mastermind where I am not that much active,
Mm,
but that's a great place. Like whenever I'm stuck at somewhere, I have somewhere to go.
absolutely. So why
So
I asked
that's
this
how
question?
I use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's how I use these mastermind groups. Like whichever is most relevant to me at this point of my time,
Mm.
I will be more active in those groups.
Okay. My question to you, like I was focusing more on mastermind because the people who might seeing our life, I think there are a lot of self-doubt comes. Like, what if I take this course? Will I be able to complete it? After this course, will it really help me? And also, people go through the course and they think that, okay, will I able to continue? So, mastermind is a good thing. So, whoever don't know about this, self-development industry and learning courses, even in Edureka, like if you take Java courses or any other courses, they give you groups and telegrams now. So everybody is giving groups and telegrams. You get added, even if it is stock industry, market industry. If you want to invest somewhere, all of that there are dedicated groups, and you can join all of that and get the updates wherever you are stuck, as you told.
And I think for creators like us, there is one new platform which was brought by Unacademy, which is called as
Okay.
Graphy. I
Yeah.
think all of you already know about it. To give more idea about it, Graphy is a platform where you can like enroll people to courses. Like there are other platforms like Teachable and many other platforms
Thinkific. Yeah.
which cost monthly something recurring payments.
Hmm.
So, but in case of Graphy, it's free for creators. We just have to focus on creating great courses or great
So
webinars.
you're not
And
charged for putting courses. Like I have thought of creating courses and I have the content in my mind, but I am really unable to decide like which platform should I choose, which is the learning management system I should go ahead with.
so I think Graphy is the great choice for you. And since you are starting out, I think this is one go-to platform for you because there is some team which will personally guide you how to market your courses, everything
Mm.
completely for free. So in Graphy, you can also email your students. There is so many options which
Wow.
not every other platform charges you for, but not Graphy. So that's the part I liked about Graphy, and now I have no excuse not to create courses and webinars.
So I think the universe is showing you all the paths that, dude, you are ready full on to, launch, bang on, abbas lag jao. It's only one thing I think it is left in your bucket. It's that creating courses and helping people through your courses so that people get your, all of your learning, in one place.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say that I think when we say creating a courses, everyone will think that we have to create high quality courses and so many other things.
Yeah.
But I think going live on webinar is a bit easier compared to courses. But in Graphy, in courses itself, there are some sections which you can convert your webinars as courses, and it's so easy to do everything.
I
So I
mean,
am
like
still exploring.
live,
Yeah,
you can
live you
record
can
and convert.
use it as courses.
Oh, that's an easy option, I think. So, I mean, I just got an idea of this. What you can do is like I was being given this idea also in my another community where what people do is um, like you have this reason that I cannot record course, I don't have time. So it's like you sell your program, you tell people to come. If people are interested, they'll buy from you, and you go and give yourself there because live recording is always better than the recorded course. So people who are the first, like if you're launching it new, you can just go live and give them live trainings and record them so that people can go and watch that again and again. You can keep all your Q&As at the end, and that's how you can use the content to again, like instead of going live again and again, you can build another course at the second time, and the first course can be again used as a recording and sold and given as a value, so that you have two, like instead of working again and again, you have now second course, third course, like that. So in that,
Yeah, and
yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead. I did not give a chance to the audience or anybody to ask questions. Like I was so busy in the conversation. There's a lot to learn from you, man. I mean, I'm forgetting to ask people, but there are beautiful comments coming in. I'm just going through. I have got some live requests also, I think from I'm not sure if I know them, but some are addressing to you also in the Q&A questions
Okay,
section.
I didn't see any of those. I was totally into conversation.
Not a problem. So how are you feeling after sharing a lot of things on this platform? Are you now your fear of, you said no, that Instagram live, so now it's totally gone, right? If I call you every week to share your teachings, will you be able to take it up?
Yeah, surely.
Just joking.
The more we do something, the more we get better at it. There is no other way around. There is no
Right.
one secret formula which will make me Instagram master or something.
Just do it is the formula. So if I go and see if I go and see my first live, it's like I feel like vomiting. I say, "Gee, what work I have done? How am I speaking? Look at me." And when I see now, like I'm more comfortable with the camera and I can talk, like I can just do blah blah blah, and I can do. So that's the real secret. Is like do it one more time. Just do it and do not stop yourself. क्या होगा नहीं होगा. अगर if at all कुछ गलत भी हो जाता है, तो we are all humans. गलती तो सबसे होती है. That's what I have
And
learned.
last time when I had you on my show, like I was looking at the screen and not at the camera. And right now, I think I have improved a lot because of your suggestion.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I remember, you were so good in asking me questions, but you were not asking, like you're not facing the camera. So I thought first that should I give this feedback or not? But I thought no, it will help him improve. Let me be outspoken and just gave you my feedback later on.
Yeah, so everything takes time, so we should give it time. And I think at the start, it's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to feel burned out because all these will teach you one thing or the other. So
Right.
that's happened with me. By making so many wrong choices, I don't want, even if I am given a chance to go back and change something, I won't do that because all those mistakes
Were
made me.
needed.
And yeah.
I very much agree to this point. Like now, few moments back, I was saying that I was dumb in college, I would have done. But one thing is for sure, like I realized that if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have been like in this journey. Like everybody has their own journey to follow, and अगर वो नहीं होता, तो शायद आज यहाँ कुछ और होता. So it's like the destination or the mountain is the top, but you have to follow different paths to reach that. So you have to keep trying on different skills to reach that real you. Like if you see the influencers, Sandeep Maheshwari, or anybody, if you are a follower of any more people influencers, like if you see Raj Shamani, so here anybody. So everybody has their own journey. They have failed, and then only they have succeeded. So if you cannot directly reach to the top. You have to take this twist and turns.
And also people like who don't have money to like invest in many courses or anything like that. So personally, in my case, like I was not able to afford at all, and I then took loans from my family, friends. By doing all those things, like I was able to enroll, and I was able to make more money than the loan I took from my
Then
friends.
that's
Yeah, so in the end, it's not that whether a course will help you or not. It's whether you will help yourself or not using
through
that
that
courses.
course. Exactly. And you see, like when you are enrolling in a course, the course may be, of a price which might feel as a very big, and it may be big at that moment of time. I'm not saying that like it is a little amount of money. I have like gone through little like huge and big and small courses. So that time what happens, you get into a self-doubt. Should I do it or should I not? And because our parents also say it's so costly, but now that you are saying that it has helped you earn a lot more than what you have invested. So that is, I think, a good point people should focus on, that whatever seeds you are sowing today will help you grow into a good fruit, if I can say it in a muhavra kind of thing.
Yeah, and everything will help you one or the other way. Even your mistakes, the courses you took by mistake, or the courses that actually benefited you, like everything has something one or the other to teach you.
Yeah, and not
So,
all
yeah.
courses I think we have taken. I mean, I have also invested in so many courses, but if you see, we don't go and look back to each and every bonus of the course. We are not able to complete because we are having that, thirst, let's gather knowledge. So we take so many courses. But even if you take few things from that course and move forward, and it's not about just going to the theory as we do, like mug up and just put it down in the answer sheet. It's not like that. If you learn something, you implement at least three or four things from even a book or a course. You have to implement first, and then there is always chance to go back and review. Like if you have learned three things, go back again and read the book again, and then pick out more three things. Like that also goes for the course.
Yeah, and I think recently I started using mind mapping tools like XMind or yeah, those things are really helping me a lot in my day-to-day life. So if I read some book, there will be like 5 takeaways from that book.
So
So
you
after
note it
5 days,
down.
I will definitely forget it. So I use a mind map and just list the 5 takeaways, and then I will list how I will apply this in my life. Because if you are not able to apply that in your life, any courses, any book you read is of no use at all.
Exactly. So, talking to you, it reminded me that I have to, I used to love this book. It's just kept here, like Eat That Frog. Like I learned
I
only
read
two,
it.
three things, and I have to start reading. I have read it like fully, but I need to again start reading because I'm procrastinating on some things. And this book is like it will help you, plan your day, and it is basically about Eat That Frog. So. Complete all the three main important tasks of the day. Like people procrastinate, people don't, people run away from the most important tasks. Sorry to interrupt. I have a question from Vinti. How do you do mapping? That is mind mapping.
So there are tools called as XMind or MindMeister.
There is one thing called
Uh,
a URL also, like I used to use in my office previously. It's mindmap.com, I think so. And that will help you list out all your, like if you list out pointers, like big task, big goal is there. Thank you for putting that. Hi, Dr. Harshal. Thank you for putting that in the comment, Shiva. So tell us about the mind map.
so MindMap is like a free online software where you can just break down a big task into smaller tasks, and using that, a big idea will be like basically divided into steps. So now you have to focus on steps rather than the big goal that you have to achieve.
It makes your
So
life easy.
yeah, so like that right now I am living my life. So it is able to, like, I am able to do more things. I'm able to do follow more systems.
So what is the tool? I'm just finding the comment. It is Mind Mister or X Mind, right? I am also going to use this.
Yeah.
I mean, this tool is new for me. I'm just noting down whatever you are saying. It's like learning for me first, and then then anyone else. So I'm just noting down whatever you are saying. Like Graphy is also one thing which I'm going to explore. Like tomorrow, maybe it is the weekend. I'll go ahead and I'll check that tool. And sure, I'm looking forward. Like as you said, I will be calling you up and asking you for more lives like this. I mean, whatever tool you learn, I think like people are giving me a lot of good, like the comments which are coming, it is helping them. And if I would have to read some of them, I will take like powerful conversation. There are a lot of comments regarding the tool also. So I think if you come up with, because what happens is people are stuck because they think that they cannot do some task because of the old school method. but they don't know, or even I don't know, that there are many new tools or new ways that can make your life easy by just outsourcing or by just using different tools and different softwares. So I think,
Yeah. And I really like that quote by Bill Gates, I guess. He will choose the laziest person to do his hard job because he will find the easiest way to do that job. So right now, even I am somewhat doing all the boring tasks using some easy tools or something like that, which will make my life easy. And I think
wow,
that's the most efficient way to do that.
amazing. I mean, I love this line. Let me grasp it. Can you repeat it again?
So Bill Gates will choose the laziest person to do the hard task of his company, so that he will find the easiest path to get that work done.
Okay, in that process, they'll just find the tools or something to make the work easy. So that's like a good mind trick, and I will remember this line here on.
So it's not about like hard working every time, because
Smart working,
even
yes.
yeah, everyone does hard work, but why not everyone is rich?
Exactly. I mean, you have to just put action. I mean, to whatever you are learning, it's not always the hard work. Like I was saying in the beginning, that you have to put on your efforts, your hard work. But now that you said it's not always the hard work, it's the smart work. So obviously, like the same concept is coming, which I used to apply in my corporate world and my office. I do not do hard work, I do smart work. I am able to complete like 9 hours of work in that lesser time now. So because I understand like how you have to do, I think the same concept has to be followed overall.
Yeah, and I think even that earlier question is also linking to this, that how I manage everything in my day. It depends on how smartly you think of getting things done, like prioritizing tasks and like which are important, which are not that important, and using some tools to make some of your task easier or something like that.
And are you
So
also
everything matters.
automating
Yeah.
something, like are you automating something, some of your tasks, like using any automating tools to track your timing or keep you away from the social media when you want any kind of tools, if you can share, if at all you have?
So that again brings me back to like SaaS software that I purchased.
Mm.
Like I have invested like hundreds of dollars on some SaaS softwares, and when I will be doing next contents, it will automatically post on LinkedIn and all other social media.
Wow,
So I
amazing.
just have to do everything at once and put it on this platform,
Mm.
and then this will get the job done for me.
Okay, so will it post repetitively, like you want to keep the content ready once for all, and for the entire month it keeps posting for you, or you have to schedule it like an alarm system, something like that, right?
I have to schedule it, what time it should post, which day it has to post. So there are some like monthly subscription kind of platforms which are not affordable by like regular people. Even I belong to those category where I cannot afford a recurring payment per month.
Mm. Mm.
So I purchased some software which is one time deal, and it will forever post for you on all the social media.
I need to explore SaaS a lot then. When are you actually doing? It is on 28th, right? Your webinar regarding this
Yeah,
SaaS.
20, yeah.
Are you going to mention about SaaS software also there? Because I need to learn a lot about this now. I think like it's going to help me in the long run.
Yeah, I think I will have to like make some videos or something related to SaaS, because that webinar is about Fiverr freelancing and not much about this, because people who are watching that webinar
Hmm.
are very unlikely to be investing in SaaS because they are focused on making money as a freelancer.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, do let me know
So
if it is not included. Obviously, you have another webinar ka choice. I mean, not this time, then next time. I'm sure after you get succeeded in this webinar, I'm sure you will be coming up with a new tool, new idea, new webinar.
yeah, and you are a great life coach as well. Like when I was stressed out, you really helped me, and I would be happy to personally tell you about all the experience of SaaS. So you need not wait that long for it.
Thank you so much, your humbleness. That after doing all of this also, whenever I ping you and I have a doubt, I mean, I need not wait for the entire day कि you'll get free time and then you will reply to my doubt. You will just send a voice message whenever it's feasible and I get my answers. Okay. I need not wait for that call to get my doubts answered. And I remember while podcasting also, when I started with that, I think you already had published some few episodes. So whenever I was getting a doubt regarding any tools or editing, I used to have a conversation with you and few more people. So in which you were the one, like you used to take time and explain me some certain stuff. So like glad to have met people like you.
Yeah, even I'm really glad to meet you all, and you're a great life coach, and like I highly recommend people to follow Tanas for inspiring type of
Thank you.
content because it really helped me. And she is also making such lives with some great mentors. Like you can see contents on relationship and so many other aspects which will really help.
Hope so. I mean,
And
hoping that
and
content
I
will
think
reach people.
most important of this, she's a clarity coach. So if you are struggling to action, I think she's a great go-to.
Okay, now it is going ulta.
Flip the table.
Flip the table. Thank you for that, sweet introduction at the end. Thank you for that. Like, I have learned a lot from you, and we have been chatting a lot, and I forgot the time. So, let me see.
Wow, even I forgot that.
Yeah, and when talking about like let's have a live conversation, so it comes to our mind like what will we talk about? Like let me write down questions. But now that I'm saying like I have written down questions and my diary also had some 4 to 5 pointers, I forgot that and I have been asking you because that is coming from inside. Like I'm curious to know about how you have managed everything and I wanted to learn from you. That's the reason I just went on and on and on.
Yeah, even I listed like what to answer this kind of thing, but I answered very spontaneously.
No,
So
no. I
yeah,
think you have listed out the most of the tools, and if you would have given us more in depth, no, that would have become very heavy for now. Like it's 1 hour, and still we are talking about lots of tools and lots of mind mapping. So, audience will feel it as a heavy conversation. So, like we can stop here, and then we can again plan for the next time. We will be just focused on one topic, and then we can discuss more about that topic in depth if somebody wants to learn we can go ahead and discuss. And if any demos needed, I can show them.
yeah, definitely,
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah. Nice speaking. You have anything to say before like we say goodbye? I mean bye.
I think I would like to share some people like I follow for different aspects of my life.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So, so I think when it comes to sales, it will be like Swastik Nandakumar, which is also called as Sell It Like Swastik,
Sell it like
and
Swastik.
some of the people will know them already.
Yeah.
Uh, so like when it comes to podcasting, of course, Vijay Gautam, and
Yeah.
when it comes to public speaking, for me it's Raj
Raj
Shamani or
Shamani.
Praveen Vadalkar, who was the first public speaking course that I stumbled upon. So then apart from this, when it comes to freelancing, for me it's Shreya Pattar or people like Komal Ahuja. So there are some different. So it's not like you follow one person. You can feel free to choose ideas from different people because they are best at their field. So finally, we have to focus on being best at one area which interests us the most.
And for that particular time, you are, for example, you are not following everyone at the same time, right? If you are focusing on learning on the scaling skills, then you're going to going and diving into the content of Sell with Swastik. Like that you are doing, right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
like
a
that.
great approach. Otherwise, what happens in the beginning, we follow all of them at the like together, and then we see all the content popping up in the Instagram, and we feel confused, and we have to unfollow everybody. So a great learning here again to all of you. Follow one mentor or one or two influencers or mentor whom you would like to consume all the content for around the next 1 month or next 90 days, and then switch to the next mentor, right?
And also one thing happened for me while doing this was like I was totally focusing on one mentor, and that mentor finally gives me a chance to work with him.
Wow. So how was your experience?
So, so that was a like great moment of my life, and I'm still working for him. Like it's Swastik Nandakumar, and he's an awesome
Wow.
person. So normally, like people have a bad impression, like job, some boss will give you some kind of shout out or task or something like that. But
Yeah.
he, he's completely opposite. We feel inspired by seeing him. He does most of the hard part, and by seeing him, we feel that we are doing less. So it's something like that. So
That I
that
think you
changes my
got to.
mindset for like seeing job as a bad thing. That changed my mindset that even such people exist.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be under the right place and the right mentors. Like you have to choose where you want to be, and then, when you take that, you come out of that comfort zone for the one time. After that, that change starts following. As you said, that one course to another course to another course, and now you landed up in working with him, such a humble person, and who is putting not being bossy. But I love the concept, like the person who has given you a job is also working. So I'm sure all the influencers are like that. That when I'm also in some communities where I feel the hard work we are putting, it's double they put, and they just motivate us by giving more tasks so that we keep ourselves on track.
Yeah, that's true. And I wanted to like end our conversation by bringing these things so that people can have a place to go somewhere
Exactly.
to
Right.
find to solve particular problems.
And of course, everyone can follow you. Guys, his Instagram handle is I'm the brand myself, and I really love that name that you're not following anybody. That itself says that you want to build your brand going forward. So please follow everyone who are here. Please follow. You're going to get amazing content, and also the content he shares also lead to different influences when you want to learn something. So he'll keep on sharing his learnings as in when he is learning something new. So please follow him. It is going to be a great experience.
Yeah, currently I am learning from Raj Shamani directly.
Okay.
So he's an amazing speaker.
Wow. I mean, how did you like you were following his content and you ended up in attending that webinar, I think so, where he was teaching public speaking. So apart from that, when did you think that okay, I should take it to the next level?
So I think most people love his content already because the way he makes himself stand apart from all other public speakers.
Hmm.
So apart from that, in his webinar when I attended it, even that was not free. It had I think costed 500 rupees something.
Hmm.
So after that, the way he just revealed himself completely, like how exactly he does everything that he do, how exactly he shoots his video, which he never shared in his YouTube
Live.
as well.
Hmm.
So his like openness, like everything that he showed exactly what and how it's done, that made me to feel like in just 500 webinar he is providing this much value. What if I get a chance to learn
To
from
work
him
with him.
more?
Hmm.
And he right now like he is having one-to-one sessions with all the people that he is mentoring.
Wow, so that's so nice. I mean, why didn't you mention this in the beginning? I would have asked you so many questions, like what have you learned from that public speaking course and stuff. So I'm going to take this offline.
Yeah, definitely.
I really loved. I mean, I'm glad and happy for you that you are in his Rajamani's community now. And are you taking one-to-one live with him directly and then working on yourself?
So we are provided opportunity to ask our doubts or talk with him one to one during our session. So
Hmm.
yeah, I think he comes. We get that chance twice a month.
Wow, that is like I would love that is some course which I have like been focusing on that I want to do that after some months. So that is also there in my bucket list. So for sure, like I'm gonna enjoy. But before that, I would
There is a
learn.
spoiler over there. Like if you
Okay,
enroll that course, he will provide you something
assignment.
invaluable. No, not only his courses or his content, but apart from his niche, he's gonna give you something else, which
Leave it as
which
a
I want
surprise.
to. Yeah, that's a completely surprise.
Leave it as a surprise. Let's see.
Yeah.
People are still joining. Thank you everyone like who have been staying till the end. Thank you. I appreciate like you have given your 1 hour plus time. Like we have started our live on 8:30 and it's like 9:45. I'm sure like it's been an interesting time for all of you. Thank you for staying with us.
Yeah, thank you so much everyone for listening it till the end, and I
I
don't know what to say.
no, if you go on conversing, I'm sure you would be sharing more, but like as I have taken a lot of time in a short and you also have to work on your webinar, like you were going to work, I would insist that you take your time and be ready with that, and I'll see you on the next week in your webinar, and then I'll call you again live and to share like how was your webinar and what did you teach, something sort of that, so that people who get value from there can again go back to your webinar, and if they find some value they can go and join your webinar and join you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you so much again for like having me over here, and
Yeah,
even I learned a lot from you as well today.
thank you, that is my pleasure. Thank you everyone for joining. So see you in the next live very soon. Bye for now. Bye Shiva, have a great time.
Bye bye, Tanas. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.